guys, I'm going to go ahead and start our first math lesson. So this page that you see on the screen, you will find in your Google Classroom. This is going to be our main screen for pretty much everything that you will need. We've got Freckle, we've got typing, we've got our Google Classroom right here, Zearn. When you click on these things, there'll be a link that it'll take you just right to it. But we're going to start our math. So if you go to the next screen, this is our math, and it says please click on the books to select the lesson assigned. Today we're going to do Module 1, Lesson 1. We're going to click this, give it a little bit of time to load. It may take a little bit because I have some fancy stuff in there. But today, while this is loading, we're going to focus on the place value side of Module 1, not the rounding or the adding and subtracting. We're just going to do place value for today. Okay. Our objective is I can interpret a multiplication equation as a comparison. I know it sounds fancy, but what that really means is anytime we put a number on a place value chart and we move it up, say we move it from the ones to the tens or from the tens to the hundreds, we're going to understand that that means we are multiplying it by 10. And you'll see that as we go along here. So let's go ahead and begin. The first thing I want to do is get your brain thinking. And we're going to do a sprint where we're going to multiply and divide by 10. It's going to give you 60 seconds to complete as many questions as you can on the next slide. Do not skip any questions and try your best. It is okay if you do not answer all the questions. Obviously, you're not going to because I'm only giving you a minute just to see what you know and get you thinking. Whenever you're ready, you're going to have to time yourself because I don't have a timer on here. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and click the cute little picture here. You're going to click here. Okay. I'm going to get rid of these for you, but on your own side, these won't be answered. This is just mine. So you're going to go ahead and start at number 1. You're going to give yourself 60 seconds, and you're going to time yourself and answer as many as you can. And remember, you have to double click and make sure it's highlighted so that you can put your answer in. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and pause the video and give yourself 60 seconds and answer as many as you can. Okay? I'm just going to keep moving on so that I don't have a really long video. Say you did your 60 seconds and you're ready to come to the next slide. So here you're going to find all the answers. So you're going to click the link. It'll pop up the answers. You can review the ones that you have right. It says click here to enter how many you got correct. So you're going to click here after you review what you did, and you're going to type up here how many you got correct. Okay, so if you need time to do that, again, go ahead and just hit pause and count all the ones you got right and enter the total at the top. And when you're ready to begin, hit play again because I'm just going to keep right on trucking along here. All right. So once you're done entering your total, you're going to do it again, this time with the sprint B. You're not going to skip any again. You're going to do as many as you can, and you do have another 60 seconds, which is just 1 minute. So whenever you're ready, you go ahead and click the next one. Okay, you're going to start at number 1. You're going to go ahead and pause the video, give yourself 60 seconds, and answer as many as you can. When your 60 seconds is up and you've hit play, you're going to check your answers again by clicking the link here. And then here, you're going to go ahead and enter your total that you got this time. And then you're going to say, how many more did you get this time from the last time? So for example, say I got 15 right on sprint A. This time I got 17 right on sprint B. The difference is I have 2 extra ones I got right on sprint B. And our goal is to hopefully increase this number the further we go along in the year. All right, so whenever you're ready, go ahead and pause, count them up, add it up, hit play, and we'll move on to the next one. Okay, we're going to do some review, and I understand that we missed a lot of school at the end of 3rd grade, so you may not know these, so it may not be a review. But the nice thing about having a video is if you're confused, you can always pause, go back, rewatch as many times as you need to. Okay, so I'm going to go through this, and this is simply just our place value, and I put like little place value charts on here for you. All right, I want to get rid of all this so that I can actually do it with you. Okay, so it says show 4 ones as place value discs. Write the number below it. Show 4 10 discs and write the number below it. Say the number in unit form. Say the number in standard form. So that's a lot. So let's just break it down first. So the first thing I want to do is it says show 4 ones as place value discs. I'm going to go to the ones column. And I'm going to, instead of doing discs, because that takes a long time to put a picture in there, I'm just going to use a symbol, and I like the money sign because I like money. So I'm going to hold the shift key down and hit number 4, and I'm going to do it 4 times because it says I have 4 ones discs. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, you probably hear my dog growling. How embarrassing, right? Okay, so there's 4. And then I'm going to enter a couple of times, and I'm going to write the number 4. Cannoli! Sorry, guys. Okay, so then it says show 4 10 discs. Well, this time I'm going to go to the tens column. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing with the symbol. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to write the number below it. I've got 4 of those. When it says say the number in unit form, they're saying I have 4 tens and 4 ones. That's unit form. I've got 4 tens, 4 ones. And then they say the number in standard form. Now that means if I was to look at this 4, 4, how would I say that in a normal number tone? So I would just look at this and say I have $44. Okay? And I apologize about my dog. I guess that's the beauty of working from home, right? Okay, so let's do this one together. This one says show 3 ones as place value discs and then write the number below. So I'm going to go down to my ones column. And by the way, this is our place value chart. We've got ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. And when we get into the actual lesson of me actually drawing this for you, I'll show you how to label these, okay? But for now, this is supposed to just be review. So this time I have 3. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. Enter a couple of times and write the number 3. Show 2 tens discs and write the number below it. Okay, so we're in the tens column. I have 2 of those. 1, 2. I'm going to enter and I have the number 2. Say the number in unit form. So I have 2 tens and 2 ones. I'm sorry, 2 tens and 3 ones. Say the number in standard form. If I was to look at this number on a piece of paper, I would say I had 23 cookies. 23 is the standard form. Let me get rid of all this. Okay. All right, so on this one it says show 3 ones as place value discs. Here's my ones column. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and then write the number below. I've got 3. Show 200 discs and write the number below. Okay, so this is different. It's hundreds. I don't have any tens. But the nice thing about place value is anytime I skip a column and I don't have any, I have to still hold the place value. So I'm going to enter a couple of times and just write that I don't have any. I have 0 tens, okay? Hundreds. I have 200 discs. So I have 1, 2, 2. Say the number in unit form. So I have 2 hundreds, no tens, and 3 ones. Say the number in standard form. If I was to look at this, I would have 203 cookies, or $203, 203 pencils, okay? I think we have a couple more. All right, so this time I want you to go ahead and just pause the video, and I want you to try this on your own on your presentation. I want you to show 300s as place value discs, write the number below it, show 2000s discs, write the number below it, say the number in unit form, and then say the number in standard form. Don't forget, if you don't have something, you have to hold the place value with a 0. Okay, so go ahead and hit pause, and then we'll come back and I'll review it with you. Okay, I'm hoping you gave yourself a chance to do this. We're just working on the honor system here. So this one says, show 3 hundreds as place value discs. Well, I have to find the hundreds place value first. So I've got ones, tens, hundreds. So I'm under this column. I have to double click, make sure it's highlighted. And I have 3 of those. So I've got 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to write the number below it, 3. Write the number below. Okay, so show 2 thousands discs and write the number below it. Okay, so now I'm in the thousands column. And it said I had 2 discs. So I've got 1, 2. Write the number below it. Say the number in unit form, say the number in standard form. Okay, so I don't have any tens, so I hope we remember that if I don't have anything, I still have to hold the place value, and I say 0. I don't have any of those. And I didn't have any ones. So same thing with ones. I need to hold the place value and enter a 0. So when I say it in unit form, I say I have 2 thousands and 3 hundreds. When I say the number in standard form, I look at the number and I say I have 2,300. $2,300. 2,300 cookies. 2,300 pencils. Okay? All right, same thing. Go ahead and give this one a try on your own presentation. All right, I hope you paused it, worked through it. I'm going to go through this so you can see if you got it right. Give yourself a pat on the back if you did. Okay, because this is just the beginning steps for us. Here they want you to show 3 tens as place value disc and then write the number below. So I'm looking for tens. Okay, so these are ones, these are tens. So if I'm instantly skipping the ones, I know I have to hold the place value. So I'm going to say 0 because I'm not putting any symbols here. I have none of them. Okay, so I'm going over the tens. I've got 3 tens. 1, 2, 3. And that would leave me with 3 tens. Okay, show 2 thousands discs. Okay, so I'm going over to the thousands, which means I'm skipping the hundreds. So I'm going to hold the place value, 0. I don't have any hundreds. Okay, and it says I have 2 thousands. So I have 1, 2. I have 2 of those. Say the number in unit form. So I've got 2 thousands and 3 tens. That's unit form. 2 thousands and 3 tens. But I would say the number in standard form like this. I've got $2,030. I wouldn't say I have 2,003 tens dollars, right? I have $2,030. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Oh, we got one more. Okay, go ahead and hit pause. Go ahead and attempt this one and then come back to me. I'll show you how to do this. Okay, so this one says show 4 ones, 5 tens, 3 hundreds, and 2 thousands. Write the digits below, say the number uniform, say the number standard form. All right, let's break it down. I have 4 ones. Here's my ones column. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay, I've got 5 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5. I have 3 hundreds. 1, 2, 3. Number 3. And I have 2,000. So each place value has something this time. 1, 2, and 2. So the way I would say this in unit form is I would say I have 2 thousands, 3 hundreds, 5 tens, and 4 ones. However, when I say the number in standard form, if I was to write you a check right now and say, okay, go take this money and go shopping for me and buy whatever toys you want, I would say I have $2,354 to spend. $2,354 to spend on toys. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and move into our concept development, which is the new stuff that I'm going to be teaching you. And I know I have this on the slide here, and you can do it on the slide. You just click and you enter, just like we were doing, like if you wanted to do like place value symbols, that's fine. But I'm actually going to switch over to my dot cam so you can actually see me do this, because I also want you to get used to drawing your own place value chart, because when it comes to taking tests, you're not allowed to use the place value charts we give you. You have to know how to make them. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to go ahead and jump over to my DocCam.